and Science.
Berbagai topik menarik dikupas dalam dialog hari ini.
Iya, hari ini di hari Kamis tanggal 6 Mei 2021 kita gabung dengan teman-teman dari Sekolah Pembangunan Jaya dan sudah bergabung juga via Zoom. Ada juga gurunya dan juga anak-anak atau teman-teman yang ada di SMAP Pembangunan Jaya 2. Dan hari ini kita ngambil tema English Beyond Words, See and Seen. Baik, saya sapa dulu teman-teman dari Pembangunan Jaya. Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Okay, my name is Diding. I will accompany you to 1 hours till 2 o'clock nanti. Dan saya sudah ada Miss Sabrina. Halo Miss Sabrina.
Hi.
Okay.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon juga. Kemudian ada Talita Putri Nafiansah. Mana Talita?
Hi, how are you?
How are you? I'm fine. Can you bisa melambaikan tangan yang mana? Tangannya yang mana nih? Coba melambaikan tangan dulu. Oh, itu ya. Oke. Kemudian ada Bimo Agra Pratama. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon juga. Kemudian ada Tapa Alicia Karisa. Oke, Tapa?
Hi. Yeah. Hi. Hello.
Okay. Today we have a topic English beyond words, see and be seen. Okay. Now for sahabat-sahabat Sidoarjo nanti juga bisa ngobrol bareng via WA boleh di 0811 309 1009 atau tinggalkan jejak saja boleh di YouTube kita di chat kolom YouTube di LPPL Radio Suara Sidoarjo atau juga di Facebook di LPPL Suara Sidoarjo. Baik, I wanna go to Miss Sabrina. Miss Sabrina, why choose topic English beyond word see and be seen for today?
Okay, this topic is very interesting today, and I'm going to explore more about what the importance of learning English, especially when we face the word and then see and be seen. It means that we really want to make our students be ready for the word, and then how we can include them into the word itself. That is the topic name.
Because it's prepare for the future, eh?
Yeah, so they can prepare the future much better.
But better because English is international language, I think.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, Miss Sabrina. Today and this year we still in pandemic, yeah. What about the teaching method with your student in pandemic season?
Okay, the teaching method is still the same as the other ones. I mean, we can give them the best things that they can explore more in English. So we can including for the online subjects, and of course they can make it by themselves too, and they can explore more. And I think the important things when we want to learn something is we really want to.
It's more daring, online.
We're still doing it online.
Online, okay. I want to ask to Talita. Talita, hello,
Yes.
Talita. Yeah. Okay. That's Miss Sabrina told that in pandemic you learn by online. Okay, is that true?
It's true. Yeah, we're 100% online.
100% online.
Yeah,
Wah. Do you miss your friend?
I do. Of course.
Well, just friend, not teacher, ya.
Oh, it's my friends and teachers.
Yes, itu.
Yeah.
Okay. In pandemic like this, sometimes you boring about the online study?
Well, it's Not, it depends on the subject really. Like sometimes we get things, but sometimes the teachers give an effort to give different things to their students. So we try to incorporate our creativity into these tasks and subjects, and I think that's what makes it fun. Especially in English.
Okay, but you hope sometime you can see your teacher and friend again.
Yes, I do. I hope so.
Okay, now I want to go to Bimo. Hello, Bimo.
Hi.
Okay, that your teacher told me that English is important for the future. What about you? English?
For me, of course, because myself, I have a big dreams. I don't want to stay like in here in one place. I want to go around the world, like what I've been doing. Like I've been in many countries outside, like Europe. Like it's really useful English in there. Like I can communicate, and if I can't speak English, then the experience that I've been there is like will be less.
You have dreamed going to Europe?
Yeah, I was there like 2 years ago,
2 years ago.
and English really was useful to me when I was there.
Okay. Sometimes for another person, English is very difficult to learning. What about you?
Myself, I never like go to courses with English. I just learn it by myself, and like if I have some troubles, I can go ask around to my teachers in school.
Like Talita, you have online study for a year later, yeah? Okay. Boring or no?
Yeah, I mean, it is boring. It is
Sometimes,
different,
yeah.
but, like,
Sometimes boring.
yeah, of course, I can't deny.
Hey, well, okay. Now you wanna go. Sometimes you say that sometimes you have boring with online study. Bagaimana kamu mengatasinya?
What I do is like, of course, I'll try to adjust, and like sometimes I just ask the teacher to be like more creative on their explaining on subjects. That will really help us to understand on subject.
Subject, yeah. Okay, thank you, Bimo. I wanna go to Tapa Elisa. Hello, Tapa.
Hi.
Hai. Whoa. Okay, Tapa. What about you? Why you learning English?
I learned English is I think to be able to speak English is it help us to make a connection, like a real connection between people, and it also help us to to know more about the difference of cultures, places and lifestyles of people all around the world. And yeah, I think the more proficient you are in learning English, the better you can, express yourself.
Do you think English is more important for the future?
More important than what?
Than any language, maybe?
I think it's because English is the international language. That's why it is very important to to learn it. Like almost everybody learn English right these days.
Okay. Now, with English, what do you think about sometimes that I have question to Brimo? Sometimes for another person, learning English is very difficult. What about you?
Yeah. For me, I think it's because I grew up watching like Disney Channel or maybe Cartoon Network, even if it has like a Indonesian subtitle.
Oh.
I still sometimes hear about the the conversations in English. It took a big part of my English kind of journey, I guess.
There's your method.
Yeah. Oh, it took like pretty much a big part of my English.
What's a movie? Movies? Read the subtitle. It's like that.
Yeah. sometimes.
Oh, you can learning from there. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Miss Sabrina. Hello,
Yeah.
Miss Sabrina. Okay. Okay. Uh, is that your there's your opinion about from your student? Nah, in Sekolah Pembangunan Jaya for now, English is one of language must be learning for the
Yeah,
view.
yeah, of course.
Okay.
I think it's not only in our school, but English is English is very important for all of the students to learn about. And I think English is not kind of like for example, like when you want to learn the other language, and English is just like a closer with them right now because they learn in a YouTube, for example, or maybe they watch movies. So the language, most of the language are using English, right? It means that that's important. It's really important.
Okay. What do you think about the student learning English from movies, from song, or from another? What do you think about it?
That's interesting, and I think I just suggest for someone who wants to learn, for the beginners, if he wants to learn something, the new language, or maybe he wants to learn more about English. The first thing is you have to choose about the interesting materials that you want to use for the learning. I mean, when you want to learning some things and it's maybe like looks like a very difficult for you, but when you can catch the chance about how you can improve your English in that matters, so it will be more easy. I mean, easier for learning.
Okay. For you, you are a teacher. Which one more important, learning in class or out class from English?
Excuse me?
For you, you are the teacher. Which one more effective to learn English, in class or out class?
Both of them.
Both of them.
Yes, both of them. Because if you really want to learn some things, and I think education is not only about school. Education is not only inside the school. You can learn everything around you. You can learn language, for example, because language is when you want to learning in a language, in one of the language, it means that you have to communicate with others with those languages. That's kind of difference when you want to learn, for example, like math or maybe like the other ones, Bahasa Indonesia or maybe another language or English. It's just like as the same. We need to practice it. We need to learn it, and it's not only about when we learn it inside the school, but we can learn this language around us with our friends, or maybe when we saw something, some objects, and we want to translate it into English. That's very interesting.
Okay. Is there in Sekolah Pembangunan Jaya have a native speaker for English?
Yeah, just like in 1 year, we can give them native speakers, especially from Netherlands, and then they will give them like substitutional teachers for English, so they can maintain of the, from the native ones, and then they can learn from the native.
Okay. Okay. We look to from before the pandemic. In learning English in Sekolah Pembangunan Jaya, how many methods do you use your methods before pandemic?
What do you think? What kind of methods?
I mean, in pandemic, you have one a method online. Yes. Nah,
Okay.
before pandemic, the student in class, student out class. Nah, how many method you have you use to learn to teach English to your student?
So I'm going to check. I have to know more about the situations of our students first, and then after that, I'm going to use another kind of sources that kind of important for them. For example, if we talk about news, so we have to look, for example, like a BBC learning English, or maybe like we can looking for another kind of sources. We can using kind of games, and then we can using like poems and movies, and it's very interesting for them. It's not only about how we can learn about some things, but how they can enjoy it when learning it.
How to make this your student is enjoy learning English.
Yes.
That's a more effective method.
Yeah, because if you're learning some things when you in a processing, when you are learning a language, it means it will transfer for the material, it will transfer for the language easier than you had it, right? You had math, for example, or you had English, so it's really difficult for you to learn even only one thing. It's really hard for you to understand because you had it. So the first thing is how to make our students enjoy it first, learning English. Then we can use another kind of methods, kind of sources. We can use offline, we can use online, inside the class or outside the class, and it will be effective for them because they will learn more from their surroundings, and they think that, oh, this is not the boring things that we have to do.
Okay, it means if we learning English, it's more effective if use it at dalam kehidupan sehari-hari, lebih banyak digunakan, seperti akan lebih efektif ya, seperti itu mungkin ya. Oke, guys, Lal, Talita, Bimo, Agra, Tapa, dan Miss Sabrina, we have to break for commercial break. After this, I want to ask to all of you about hobbies and the connection of hobbies with English. Okay, stay tuned.
Sidoarjo, lembaga penyiaran publik lokal pemerintah Kabupaten Sidoarjo.
Tisu, masker, hand sanitizer, apa lagi ya?
Situ mau kerja atau mau camping sih? Kayak mau naik gunung aja.
Hello, selama ini kemana aja? Ini yang perlu disiapin buat adaptasi kebiasaan baru alias new normal. Sekarang ini kita kudu dan harus terbiasa dengan kebiasaan hidup sehat, bersih, sesuai protokol kesehatan.
Saat ini kita dalam perubahan pola hidup dalam situasi pandemi COVID-19. Jadi kita perlu melaksanakan adaptasi kebiasaan baru atau protokol kesehatan dalam kegiatan sehari-hari. Jangan lupa pakai masker, tetap jaga jarak, sering cuci tangan pakai sabun dengan air mengalir. Sediakan hand sanitizer kemana-mana. Kalau flu, di rumah saja. Nggak perlu bersalaman, say hello saja. Kalau nyampe di rumah, langsung mandi. Gunakan uang elektronik kalau naik kendaraan umum, jaga jarak. Balita atau lansia di rumah saja. Ayo menuju new normal dengan melaksanakan protokol kesehatan dan menerapkan adaptasi kebiasaan baru. Hei, udah jam berapa nih? Kebiasaan telat juga masuk new normal ya?
Ada yang kurang satu, uang sakunya belum.
Iklan layanan masyarakat ini persembahan Dinas Kesehatan Kabupaten Sidoarjo.
Lihat nih Jeng, Cheers punya kemasan baru 230 ml. Wah, imut ya? Iya dong Jeng, bentuknya yang kecil dan seksi, gampang banget dibawa kemanapun dan kapanpun.
Wah iya, bisa muat nih di tas tangan, taruh di kotak makan si adek, dan gampang juga ya dibawa pas jogging.
Bener, dan di musim virus kayak gini kita juga harus rutin minum air putih Jeng. Cheers Alkaline ini punya kandungan pH yang tinggi sampai 8,5. Jadi daya tahan tubuh kita lebih terjaga dan melindungi kita dari virus sampai resiko kanker. Nah, buat konsumsi di rumah atau di kantor, ada kemasan galon juga Jeng, yang 20 liter.
Untuk pemesanan area Surabaya, hubungi kami di telepon 0807 124 3377 atau WhatsApp ke 0877 77 24 3377. Bagi Anda yang ingin bergabung menjadi partner Cheers, bisa hubungi 031 84 95 888. Anda di rumah aja ya, biar kami yang ngantar. Cheers Alkaline Powered 230 ml, seksi, healthy, easy.
Untuk wilayah Sidoarjo dan sekitarnya bisa menghubungi Depo Candi di 0821 4225 6646 0821 4225 6646.
Ya, sahabat sudah mendapatkan berkah Ramadan dengan diskon 5% di GoFish selama bulan Ramadan dan 10% dari pembelian akan disedekahkan. Nah, GoFish buka selama bulan Ramadan tanggal 20 April sampai 13 Mei 2021 jam 11 siang sampai 10 malam. Info lebih lengkap hubungi di 081 233 77 5454. Sekali lagi di 081 233 77 5454. Follow juga di Instagram di GoFish Indonesia dan Facebook di GoFish Indonesia.
Suara Sidoarjo, lembaga penyiaran publik lokal pemerintah Kabupaten Sidoarjo. Masa pandemi bukan berarti tidak berkreasi. Yang hobi masak dan aktif di media sosial, jangan lewatkan buat ikutan yang satu ini. Berkreasi di bulan suci bareng Minama Sarden. Olah, rekam, unggah. Olah, rekam, unggah. Olah resep pilihan berbahan sarden Minamas saus tomat. Rekam mulai awal sampai selesai dengan durasi maksimal 2 menit. Posting di IG dan kirim videonya ke 0811 309 1009 0811 309 1009. Sertakan data diri dan akun IG peserta. Ingat, akun IG tidak boleh di-privat. Jangan lupa tag ke 5 teman ke IG suarasidoarjo.fm dan IG Gema House of Sardines. Hashtag juga ke Berkreasi dengan Gema. Pengiriman video terakhir tanggal 15 Mei 2021 dan di 20 Mei 2021 diumumkan 10 resep kreasi terbaik. 10 terbaik bisa bawa pulang uang tunai masing-masing 500.000, panci presto serbaguna, dan paket produk. Jadilah chef selegram bareng Minama Sarden. Suara Sidoarjo, lembaga penyiaran publik lokal pemerintah Kabupaten Sidoarjo.
Okay, we back in Go English with Sekolah Pembangunan Jaya with friend. There is Talita Putri, Wibro Agra, Tapa Elisa, and Miss Sabrina. Okay, I want to ask to Talita. Talita, you learning about English, and you must be have a dream for that. Did this English is important with your dream?
Well, actually, I've been learning English for a long time now because I've been outside of Indonesia, so it wasn't really an initiative for me to learn English. I just have to learn English. So, yeah.
It's important for you, English.
Yeah, it is very important for me.
Okay. Hey, do you have the favorite university?
Yeah, I just got accepted into ITS.
What subject?
I took architecture.
Architecture?
Yeah. And at first I was really skeptical, but most of my friends and family, they told me that I would get in. And yeah, I got in and I was really, really thankful.
Okay. Architecture, it's like you like drawing, maybe, yeah?
Yeah, I do. I love drawing.
Wow, it's amazing. Okay. Is that English is can more easier to learning architect maybe?
I think if I personally, it's easier for me to use English because I'm not really like 100% fluent in speaking Indonesia. So it's a convenience for me to use English in my studies later because I'm taking the international program in ITS.
Okay. In your family, is that English is number one language or second language in your family?
We use English sometimes, but when I lived overseas, I used to use it all the time because I couldn't speak Indonesian. But my parents, they keep teaching me how to speak Indonesian so that I'm not out of touch with my own country.
Not because your English spoken, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Talita.
Yeah, thank you.
Bimo.
Yeah.
Okay. May I know what your hobbies?
Sorry?
May I know what your hobby?
My hobby. I don't know, maybe basketball. Yeah, and sometimes I play games. Yeah.
It's more sport, yes?
Yeah,
Very
sport. I like to jog also, swim.
Okay. Do you? Okay. What university? You have a dream? Go to university? Favorite? Yes, is it?
Yeah, already got in the university by SNMPTN, so that was without test. I got accepted in law school in Erlangga University.
What subject?
Law school, law.
Law, hukum.
Yeah.
Wanna be a lawyer?
Yeah, sure, advocate.
Why you choose that?
I think it's really important because what I see, law in here in Indonesia, it's like not many people are aware of it. Like many people broke the law without knowing that they've broken the law. I mean, the cultures are accepted it. Some what the people are doing. Even the government does.
Okay. It means you don't believe that in Indonesia justice is number one. Is that true?
Yes, of course. The law is like supremacy. But
Supremacy.
like sometimes what the government are doing, what the people are doing, it's like based on the cultures and not based by the law.
With learning English, is that make you more easier to learn law?
Maybe not really because that doesn't really like connected. I can still learn law in Indonesian. In fact, it'd be easier for me to learn law in Indonesian. But sometimes, like law, it's really known and really supremacist in like United States or like in the United Kingdom. So I think many things will be as a reference
Okay.
from what happenings in United States and United Kingdom.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Okay. You say that you wanna be a lawyer. Do you have a favorite lawyer in Indonesia? Maybe.
No, not really.
There is famous lawyer in Indonesia. There are much.
Sorry?
Do you don't have a favorite layer in Indonesia?
Favorite? No.
No. Okay. Thank you, Bimo. Okay. I want to say Tapa. Hello, Tapa.
Yeah.
Okay. Your friends say that learning English is make more easier to learn another lesson. The Tapa, what your dream? What your dream about your future?
I just got accepted to communication major, so my dream is it has to be related to be in communication, but I still skeptical. I still like confused sometimes about being in journalism or maybe in public relations. It's between the two.
You choose the communication.
Yeah.
Being a journalist.
I don't know. It just like it feels great.
This is there communication is more interest for you?
Yeah.
Why you choose communication?
The reason I choose communication is because I don't know. I just think that it will be good for me to learn communication, and it's just my passion, I guess.
Okay, I think you like to communication. Which university you have to choose? Do you have a favorite university?
I just got accepted in Universitas Gadjah Mada in Jogja, the International Class 1.
Okay, UGM. Is that your learning English is more make you easier to get your dreams in the future?
I don't know, but maybe I don't think so because my English is not my first language. In fact, it was like my second language. So yeah, my first language is Indonesia. So I guess it is actually easier for me to learn in Indonesia. But I think that I have to be able to learn in English in the future because I took the international class 1.
Okay. Tapa, what's your hobby? What's your hobby?
My hobby.
Yes.
My hobby is watching movies, I guess, and series from Netflix.
You watching movie? Which movie? Which movie do you like?
Any kind of movies. I can watch
a lot of them, despite every genre that, yeah, it depends on the movie, is it good or not.
Drama, romantic, cartoon, or
Uh,
action?
I watch any kind of them, like pretty much a lot of them. I watch
Hmm.
romance, I watch,
Hmm.
sometimes I watch horror and thriller,
Hmm.
and yeah, sometimes I watch comedy also,
Hmm.
drama, and kind of like that thing.
Is that if you your hobby is make you easier to learn English?
Yeah, because the most movies or most series that I watch is using English as their language. So yeah, I guess it makes me easier to learn English from them.
Okay. You say that you watch Disney movie.
Yeah,
You like cartoon.
uh, yeah, sometimes I like
Sometimes.
cartoon.
Okay, great. Okay, thank you, Taba.
You're welcome.
Okay, Miss Sabrina. Okay,
Yeah, Mr. Bidin.
okay. Interesting to we conversation with your student. Okay, uh, what about the school to make they how to what about the Sekolah Pembangunan Jaya to make the student make more easier to get their dream to get her favorite university.
Oh, okay. For entering the university that they like the
Hmm.
most,
Hmm.
I think the first thing that we are the supporting systems.
Hmm.
The family and the school are one of the circulations that can support students wants to reach their dreams. We're not gonna build it by ourselves, but we need the cooperation for the family too. And the first thing that they need is a strong patient. The first, yes. And I'm really glad and I'm really proud of them for Talita, Bimo, and Tapa. They are accepted in the popular university, the big ones, and I think it's really difficult to get into the university, but they can prove that themselves that they can do it because they have a strong passion in it. They have a passion in a law, they have a passion in a communication, they have a passion in an architecture. So they really want to reach their dreams. They learn more about what they really need to get into their dreams, and it will feel like one of the support system for us, and we can help them to find out what is the things that they really want to, and they really want to make it happen.
Okay, okay. I want to go to redaksi. Hey, there's any question from redaksi? Maybe.
Excuse me?
Uh, sorry, I communicate with my team. Is there
Oh,
is any question for our team? No? Gak ada? Gak ada. Oke, Miss Sabrina. Tadi I am here from your student from Talita, Bimo, and Tapa. They like to learn English because they have dream for the future. That want go to favorite university. Is there, nah, from Sekolah Pembangunan Jaya, is that school help them to choose their favorite university?
oh no, they are just like we can give them the advice, but 100% they choose it by themselves. I mean,
Hmm.
we just support it. We have to support them, and in English we have two kind of the subjects. One of the general basic English and one of the English plus. So we just make it one of the package for them to reach their succeed into the subjects.
Hmm.
This
Choose
is the
them.
way how our school run for them for their future.
Just give them advice, not
Mhm.
help, not help
Give
to choose. Yeah.
advice, suggestions.
Hmm.
Oh, this is good for you. And what is your? I mean, we have to ask them first. What is your dream?
Hmm.
What you really want into? So if they have the answers about what the dreams they really want to be something, someone, so we can give advices, we can give suggestions, what kind of university that you like, and then this is best for you, this is not really good, but you have to try it more in this subject, for example.
Okay, thank. But scope-nya is just just give advice to choose her choice gitu ya, hanya memilih. Oke, baik. Okay, I want to go to Talita. Talita,
Yes.
what benefit that you get from learning English?
There's a lot of benefits actually for me. I can make a lot of friends from which are not native, or I can communicate very well with people who are, outside of our country. And for example, when I want to research something and I can't research it in Indonesian because there's not much information about it. So I can teach it in English because it's more widely known. And also, it gives us a lot of, opportunities for us personally, like job opportunities or opportunities like this, like being on the radio.
Okay.
I think that's mostly,
Mostly, there was more benefit if you
Yeah.
learn English. Okay, by learning English, do you have friends from the outside of Indonesia?
Yes. From when I was a kindergarten to high school, I was outside of Indonesia. So I have a lot of friends who live outside of
Still connected?
Indonesia.
Still communicate with him?
We still, yeah. Some of them from mostly my high school friends.
Okay, that's more effective. Yeah. Okay, Bimo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you? What your benefit if you learning English?
The benefits from learning English for me is there's many things, like from smallest things and until the really important things. Like the small things are like we can communicate, of course, with people, even Indonesian. We can communicate with Indonesian with English also, and also we communicate to other people in outside of Indonesia. Even they're not from English-speaking countries, but yeah, English is international language. So even they're not from a English-speaking country, I still can mostly speak with them because mostly they also can speak English.
Do you have
And like from
okay?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Do you have friends from outside Indonesia?
Not really. Not really.
Not really, just Indonesia. Okay. When you use English to communicate with your friend, when?
Here I have a friends. He's a mix, like he is Indonesian and American. So mostly we spoke English.
Okay. With English, which like which one do you like? British or USA?
American. I like to speak more American English.
Your American spoken.
Yeah.
Okay, why?
I think it's because of the cultures. The cultures is I'm more get into it.
Okay, American. Okay, thank you, Bimo. Okay, want to ask to Tapa. Tapa,
Yes.
what about you?
Yeah.
Benefit from learning English?
I think it's just like the same from like Talita and Bimo. It helps us to communicate with global citizens, and it also help us to be easier in if we travel to other countries. And yeah, it helps. It is the international language, so yeah, it has like a lot of benefits. But I can't really tell every one of them.
Okay, you like to nah. When you use English to communicate with your friend?
to communicate with my friends. I guess it's when it's when we have like English lessons together, or maybe when I have like a course
Hmm.
in EF, I use English.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're using English with them, yeah? With,
Yeah.
if lesson only in lesson.
Yeah, because my society here is just like we use Indonesians a lot, and it's like with my friends I use Indonesian also.
Okay. Uh, to learning English, do you have a community or it's like a group to learning specific?
What kind of community?
Komunitas atau kelompok untuk belajar bersama?
It's just like back then when before this pandemic I had like a course in English first EF. But now I am not.
Because pandemic.
Yeah.
Why you can use Zoom maybe?
Yeah, but it's not that you know, like it's not that fun anymore.
Oh, gitu. It's more effective if you
Yeah.
meet them
It's not
more
that
attractive, more.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Tapa.
Welcome.
Okay, Miss Sabrina.
Yeah, Mr. Didi.
Okay, we know that the millennial generation is friendly with gadget or sometimes the technology. Nah, gadget or technology is more effective to use if we learn English. Nah, how do we attract millennial children to be able to love learning? Because sometimes they more mudah boring kalau belajar. Bagaimana kita we attract millennial children to be able to love learning?
Okay, so as you say that the millennials closer with the technology and they are closer with the gadgets, kind of the difficult technology, they can use it easily. So it means that if we have to get to closer to the technology and get to get closer to kind of another methods that can make them interesting to learn about. For example, like if the subject talks more about poster, for example, we learn more about announcement about poster. So we not only give them text about announcement. Oh, this is the example of announcements. This is how you can make the general structure of announcements. It will makes them like a what is this kind of subjects. I already know that this is kind of announcement, and that's not important for them. The most important thing is how we can attract them with the things that they like. For example, like if they like technology, if they like learning from another kind of YouTube, they can learning from the journal, international journal. So it will make easier for them to understand more, and they really love challenges. They really love to challenge themselves. I mean, we can give them a project to make for example, like can you make announcements using Canva? Can you make announcements with kind of another kind of sources that you like it most? So they will explore more about the technology and they will not get bored for the subject too.
Okay.
That's the simplest.
Okay, it means you agree YouTube can be a media to learning English.
Yeah, that's an effective media. We not only think that YouTube is not good for them. We have to know that YouTube it will be a more effective for them if we can use it. If we can give them and we can give them kind of things or maybe like a projects that they like the most. So they will challenge themselves to find out the knowledge from the YouTubes. Not only sharing the things, the negative things, but they will share about the another positive vibes for their friends.
Okay. Sometimes more students say that learning English is boring or they can concentration to learning English. What about how to make them more concentration or not boring with learning English?
Yeah, that's why I give you a solution, a suggestions that we not give them just like a talks, homeworks to do. We have to give them a projects to do it together. For example, like I give you an example. We have a programs named Pages in Ubao. This is kind of new programs in English Plus. So in Pages in Ubao, you can just looks like an anchor woman. So you can read the news and with the forecast, just like what they say every day. So they can practice their English and they can practice about how to make a good performance on the camera and then how to make it better and better again in the next day.
Or they have project to make just like wanna be just like an anchor or host so in program and
So
say
they really want not only about the material to get to know more in depth, not only about the material, about news. Okay, this is news. We're not concerned about that kind of things, but we're concerned about how they can understand more in depth, how news can be made in everyday life, and then how they can pronounce it well, how they can read the news and the weather forecast, and it is more essential for them than they only learn about text.
okay, it's like they have a job like that.
They really want
Legit.
it.
Wow.
They have jobs.
Sometimes you have to go to Suara Sidoarjo
Okay.
to learn, to learn and
Okay,
make
yeah.
practice in here.
So they have to get to know more about how to be you, right?
Go. Not
And then how to make one of the and a millionaire is just like the love about just looks like this kind of things podcast and they really love how to make it works. It's not only about what they read in everyday life, but they really want to come into the subject that they really want to. Jadi mereka benar-benar merasakan gitu Mr. Didi.
okay, ya makanya nanti ya sometimes you have to go to Suara Sidoarjo and make practice in here and really how to be announcer, to be host, to be newscaster in here.
Okay, I'm waiting for your invitation.
Okay, so okay. Next, in the last time our conversation, I want to go Talita, Bimo, and Tapa. Okay, first Talita. In final statement, why we have to learn English? Short.
We have to learn English because it is a big step for us to progress instead of regress, and it gives us a lot of opportunities to improve as a nation, to reach out to the other side of the world, to everyone else other than us. And yeah, that's the reason why I think English is very important for us.
Okay, to Bimo Agra.
Okay.
Okay. Well, what about you? Why we have to learn English?
Okay, so English gonna open many doors for your life. That's it.
Yes, can open many doors for your life. Okay, thank you, Bimo. Now I want to go to Tapa. Halo Tapa.
Yeah,
What about you? Why we have to learn English?
I think this allows you to communicate with a lot of people, and you will have like a different perspective about a lot of things, and or get a deeper understanding of another culture as well.
Okay, thank you, Tapa.
You're welcome.
Okay, Miss Sabrina, for the final for the best game. What your opinion about your student with the choose English to get her dream for the future?
My opinion, I think English is not only about subjects, that the things that you get to know more and you get to use it more in your everyday life, because that's not the kind of difficult things right now. The millennials know more about English and they can easily practice from everywhere they want, and they can practice in every single kind of sources they can use inside the school, or maybe they really want to learn it outside the schools. That's not the problems. But the things that they should know first is English does importance for everything. I mean, if you want to, just like Bimo said, that it will open kind of doors here. So it means that if you really want to get into the word, so you have to know first that the most important thing, the language that the word use is English. So it means that you have to prepare yourself and prepare about how you can communicate if you really want to enter the word.
Okay, just like statement from Bimo, English can open many doors for us. Okay, thank you Miss Sabrina, thank you Talita, thank you Bimo, thank you Zapa. I hope sometime we can see again with our next conversation. And like I'm saying, you can go to Suara Sidoarjo, make practice in here, and to handle how to be announcer, how to be a host, how to be newscaster. Okay, sometime. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr.
Diding.
Yes, thank you. Sahabat Sidoarjo, itu lagi ngobrol saya bareng dengan sahabat-sahabat dari Sekolah Pembangunan Jaya dalam program Go English, English Beyond Word See and Be Seen dengan Mr. Sabrina, Talita Putri, Bimo Agra Pratama, dan juga Tapa Alicia Karisa. Kita ketemu lagi di dalam kesempatan. Moga-moga kita ketemu lagi dengan pembicaraan yang lain yang lebih menarik. Saya Diding, terima kasih.